goal and we're back at second intermission at a very loud storm shelter. We didn't score in the second period, did we, Graham?
No, and we conceded, but we only conceded one, and I'm not completely unhappy with how we're playing right now.
No. The goal that Storm got, it was a breakaway 2-1, and it was lost by page Cartier that scored from a pass from Valchak. I mean, there was not really much they could do about it. There was a big shout for a penalty at the other end of the ice for holding just before it, and Finnerty was having a word with the refs as they were coming off the ice. I don't know if that's what it was about, but he was certainly complaining about that decision at the time as well. Either way, it was the same kind of game as it was in the first period. There's chances at both ends, hasn't there been?
Yeah, it's been a great game. It's one of these ones where if you were a neutral it would be fantastic, but certainly end-to-end stuff, chances both ends, and like I say, I'm certainly encouraged by how we're playing still. We're doing okay, passing's okay. We've got a situation where it's a bit unusual, we're trying to work it out, but we've got Rosehill in defence, which is, he doesn't count a place there, he's doing fine there, but we can't quite work out why that's happening.
No, because there's nobody missing, is there?
No,
the 60 you're playing. He seems to be mixing and matching it. We've also noticed as well that Boyd's not been out in the second period. We don't know if that's an injury, we don't know if there's a reason, if he's been benched for something. I've never seen him doing anything. I mean, he did take a penalty in the first period, but I don't think he's done anything wrong to deserve being benched, so you're kind of drawing the conclusion there must be some sort of injury.
Yeah, I didn't go on to see. I couldn't see him pick up anything that would suggest that is the case, but well, and he's not playing anyway, so but yeah, I think, like I say, I think the team overall is playing well. We've seen, as I said earlier, we're used to good first period performances and then the heads go down. I have to say we lost the composure a little bit after they scored, but we got it back and we started to get back up in their zone a bit more, so certainly encouragement. This could go either way at this moment in time, but so far I'm fairly happy.
He had a good save and was short-handed on a break as well, didn't he? To keep it at 3-3.
Yeah, he's been doing well. He's been doing well, and I mean, he's been getting a bit of hassle for a bit of stick for losing out in some one-on-ones in recent games. But yeah, he's done well. He's stoned a couple of Storm players, so no complaints about the goalie so far.
Yeah, and we've not really getting. I mean, it's the same players that are standing out again. Levitt's been on his game tonight. He had a shot right at the end of the second period, which was very well saved by Clement. Keith again's playing well. We noticed a few goals and a goal and assist tonight. Becca's seems to be on top of his game. We're still kind of waiting for a couple of Ulmer, Osberg. We're still waiting for them to get into the game.
Ulmer's, I mean, Ulmer's. I've accused Ulmer of being a bit anonymous in previous games. He's on that line with Pitt and Becca, and that line is working very, very well. So he's doing a decent job, but again, he's just not quite standing out at the moment.
He's mixing and matching the lines again tonight to the extent that it's very hard to keep up. I mean, Becca's been out, and although they've played well with Pitt earlier, he's been out with other combinations, and it's really, really hard to keep track of everything that's going on at the minute. In defence, though, I have to say, Baldwin's just looking a bit of a liability at the moment. I don't know, you remember last year McKeever was talking about struggling with the big ice in the first sort of dozen games, and he came onto a game. I don't know if that's the case with Baldwin, but for me he's the one guy in D that I'm just not sure about at the moment.
Yeah, he's making a few mistakes, and you have to hope that it's just because he's the most recently arrived and maybe still needs to settle in and, as you say, get used to the ice. This is not a big rink here, this is not big ice, so you would think that wouldn't be a factor for him. So yeah, I don't know, just hopefully he'll play through it, but at the moment he's probably the only player at the stage that's disappointing, I would say. But yeah, like I say, so far so good.
And up to tonight, and including tonight, we've scored 13 goals. Of those 13 goals, we've scored one in the third period. Do you think that's going to have to change for us to get the win tonight?
Yeah, we need an insurance goal, that's for sure. Storm are very, very dangerous, and as I say, when this kind of end-to-end game, you know, anything can happen. So we certainly need at least one more goal.
It's with some atmosphere in here tonight though, isn't it? Although it's not completely sold out around, it's probably, the Manchester side's probably half full, sporadically round the rink. But they generate a great atmosphere, don't they?
They do, I mean, it's, you know, obviously John Hammond does a good job. Lightning Jack seems to be spending most of his time in the clan section for some reason, but they're not having it.
Lightning Jack looks as if he should be in the jail.
Well, I don't know, but so I don't know. Lightning Jack disappeared very briefly when we gave him a rendition of We Love Crankus More Than You, but he's come back again, so he's not getting a lot of love from the Storm fans, maybe.
Okay, we'll try and get back with if we win, we'll try and get back with an update. If we lose, we'll be too dejected, we'll just go straight
Yeah,
to
if
the
we
car.
lose, I've got to get out of the car park quick, so